Hello and welcome back to another Tartan Talk Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, June 14th, 2016. This week I thought we would do a bit of a music edition of Tartan Talk Tuesday, so let's jump right in. Tartan in the past. Royal Stewart tartan is one of the most iconic tartans. Sort of what people think of when you say tartan, people usually imagine Royal Stewart tartan. It was incredibly popular with British high society and is often associated with aristocracy and the royal family, and it has been for the better part of a century or so. So when the punk scene came to London in the 1970s, they really were trying to go against the high society and go against the aristocracy and the royal family and all of that. So they ended up taking the Royal Stewart tartan and ripping it up into pieces and using it in bondage wear, just sort of as a middle finger to old school British society. At the same time, Vivienne Westwood was also using tartan in the same kind of ways and sort of a punk thing. Vivienne Westwood today, if you're unfamiliar, is one of the biggest designers in the world. Really incredible stuff, and often uses tartan in her work. But she was one of the first people back in the 70s during the punk days, creating that younger punk tartan look. Tartan in the news, retired architect David McGill, who, by the way, has also designed tartans for a lot of other things. He has decided to design a tartan in tribute to Prince. For those of you who are unaware, if you live under a rock, Prince, the artist, the musician, the icon, passed away last month, and this man is creating a tartan in honor of Prince. The tartan will be called Purple Rain. Of course it is. The colors, he said, the purple is for purple, gray is for the rain, and he also put white and some black because he said as an architect, those colors tend to balance other colors. So he has created it and had it registered. Purple Rain is a registered tartan. Piece of the week. Last week, the tartan of the week was McQueen, so this week I thought we would go with my favorite McQueen piece I've ever made, and it is this backless, pleated, into a train gown. This picture, by the way, is actually my first cousin, Marcelly, and the photo, the house in the background in the photo is the family homestead. It's the house where my grandmother grew up in, and her father and his father, etc. It still is in the family, the property is, and just sort of a special moment for me to have my cousin photographed in front of the family homestead in this McQueen gown. It's my favorite piece I've ever done. Tartan of the week. This week, I'm going to go with my home and native land, which is, yes, Canada, but more specifically, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia tartan, that is the tartan of the week this week. It was designed in 1953 by Bessie Murray, but in 1955 the province decided to adopt it as their official tartan, and it's definitely the most beautiful of all the provincial tartans, in my humble opinion. The blue and white is for the sea, the greens are for the forest, the red is for the royal lion, and the yellow, the gold, is for our historic royal charter. Tartan of the week, Nova Scotia tartan. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week with more Tartan Talk Tuesday. Cheers.